Hello, everyone, and this is my weekend preview for the week starting on April 3rd, 2017. And, well, I know it's Wednesday. I know it's been late. And a lot of things, well, a couple things are late now. One, last week we had a very busy week on the channel with all the wrestling side of everything. Obviously, the typical wrestling reviews and everything in that sense went up throughout the entire week, but then also it was WrestleMania weekend. I did prediction shows for NXT and WrestleMania, which my predictions were actually very lackluster in the end. A lot of things went a lot differently than I thought they would in the sense of everything on both shows. But I also got NXT review out. I also went over to my buddy's place of mine. His name's Terrence Carter. Typically we call him T-Dot. He has his own podcast called Pin to the Mat, and I did my predictions over there as well. So I had appeared on that show for them as well. He had asked me, I was like, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and do it. It sounds like a lot more. It sounds like a lot of fun in that sense of everything. But otherwise, I did get to do live reactions to WrestleMania, but I was a little late. We had an extremely busy day at work. It was the one thing that I thought would be the thing that would be. I'm stumbling over the words. It was the one thing that I thought could potentially stop me from doing live reactions, depending on what time I was going to be getting out of work. I got out of there and I got back to my place about 45 minutes to an hour into the main show. When I got home, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens had kind of just started their match. I had gotten some food, everything in that sense before going live, and we ended up going live a little bit at the end of the Kevin Owens Chris Jericho match, and then the Raw Women's title match. So those live reactions are up on the channel if you want to go back and look at them. In the terms of the reviews, why are the reviews late? Well, again, like I said, busy times at work. Was getting out of work on Monday extremely late and was extremely tired yesterday on Tuesday. So I had taken kind of a break of everything. So what I'm going to do this week for the WWE side of everything, which will probably include NXT's review. I'm not sure on that one, but I'm going to go ahead and do the WrestleMania review, the Raw review, and the SmackDown review all in one. We're going to do it all in one on this one, solely based on the aspect that all three of those shows kind of intertwine with each other, with the whole feeling of WrestleMania weekend and everything in that sense. Since that's probably going to be the best way of going, I'm going to at least do those three. I might throw NXT into there as well, or I might make it its own separate video. Impact Wrestling will be its own separate video. Now, in the terms of gameplay for this week, I'm looking to get back into some of the gameplay, and I might even be doing that a little bit tonight to go along with it. And it's all an aspect of when do I want to film the giant review for everything, because for the most part, like I'm kind of having to go back and watch WrestleMania to garner a full opinion of it and everything, especially from beginning to end. How did it feel from beginning to end? Because I kind of got to watch most of the show, and then I had to rewatch the beginning of the show. I also hadn't watched any of the pre-show matches yet either to see how any of those, how I felt about any of those. And Raw itself, like I said, because of late hours of work, I've gotten to see snippets of it. I haven't gotten to see the thing from beginning to end. That's how I like to do the reviews. It's like from beginning to end, in the sense of, I got the feeling of how the show went from its beginning all the way to its end, and how did I feel during the entire time frame. And that's what I'm looking to do. So I'm looking to go back and watch all those again to make sure I've garnered a proper opinion before actually filming those. And like I said, that video is probably going to be a lot longer, because I am going to do all three shows in one video itself. And then more than likely, NXT and Impact Wrestling will go up as its own separate video. And I'm also going to more than likely be able to get to some gameplay streaming this week, which unfortunately I did not get to last week. In any way, I want to try to bring that back a little bit more. And I also have some other game plans. Also, for people who do watch my review of like WrestleMania, Raw, and SmackDown all in one, I've been kind of thinking about doing something like that for a long time, where I just do all the shows at one time in the terms of a review, and just on the sense of not having to release a wrestling video almost on a daily basis for you guys. And it can kind of be what's the sense of the word here? It can kind of be a thing of I'm losing my words here. It can be it can be a little bit of a wear down on people who watch, to like, oh, he's putting up a video this week, he's putting up or this day. It's like, okay, it's because I know there's a good chunk of people, it's like, oh, we just kind of all want it at once. So if you end up liking that, I'll consider going back to doing going to a style like that. Or if you just like the aspect of each show being its own separate thing, that's fine too, and I can continue on doing that as well in some way. But this week we're going to try something a little bit different with the wrestling reviews, and obviously we're also going to throw things out there on the gameplay side as well. So yeah, that is pretty much everything that's going to be happening this week. Oh yeah, I did almost forget. The TGZ Ranbats will be starting back up. The gaming zone, the place that I typically go to for live gaming, will be going back into their Ranbat season, or their tournament season for their league that they have. You're going to be getting Guilty Gear, Xrd, Blaze, you're going to be getting Guilty Gear, Xrd, Revelator, and probably Revelator 2. No, probably not Revelator 2, because I don't think it's going to be out by the time the season's over with. But you'll also have Blaze Blue there, Street Fighter 5, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, King of Fighters is going to be in there as well. You're going to have Dead or Alive 5 Last Round, Killer Instinct, and you're going to have Pokken as well, and King of Fighters 14. For I believe that's 8 tournaments now. They're going to be having 8 tournaments spanning over Saturday and Sunday, and my stream on my Twitch channel, which is in the description if you so wish to tune in, will be probably airing a couple of those tournaments. I'm not sure which ones they're going to be yet, but we'll see down the line there. So that's going to be coming back up this week on Saturday and Sunday, and then they run every other week. So they're going to definitely be. You'll see them a little bit more prominent. If you don't get to watch the live feed of the tournament, I do go back in and edit it down into smaller chunks, and you can see the entire live stream and the entire tournament match by match after the fact as well, here on the YouTube channel to go along with it. So with that being said, everybody, that's pretty much everything that's going to happen this week on this channel. There's going to be a lot still going on, and a little bit more work to be getting done. So with that being said, that is my weekend preview this week. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the content coming your way this week, and have a great rest of your day.